So the first thing you want to do is hook up the jumper, which is between the 4th from the top and then 5th from the bottom row on the left with a paper clip. Don't force it in there, but you want to make sure that connects. Then when you go to start it, you're going to notice all of the lights are flashing. So then we're going to go to get this into the mode we want. I'm going to go over here and shift down to drive, and then go back and forth from neutral to drive 6 times. There's 3, 4. When it stayed, you see the drive locked on. That I can go back to park. That means it is now registering the temperature. I've already warmed it up, so that's why it's locked on. That means it is at the temperature to check the transmission fluid. All right, so this is from the driver's side. Underneath, here's your drain, which is a 14 millimeter. There is your Allen wrench, which is a 5. Got a set of those at Harbor Freight for pretty inexpensive. I did need to tap that on a little bit with a hammer. And then on this side, you can see, and this is your number one thing, as you probably heard everybody else say on here, you want to make sure that you get that drain plug loose, the fill plug loose before you get going on that. I did need to go out and buy a wrench, open end wrench for that, or closed end, whatever you want to get. If you don't see the metric one, get 15/16. That works. And upside down, but that ends up getting that off for you. So I got that loose, and then I'll go ahead and break these loose and start to drain it. Okay, so place both the drain plug and the checking the fluid level. As you've probably seen on some of the other ones, you want to push that in with a screwdriver or punch. So what I did already here was you take this and push that in there, and then slide an Allen wrench through there. That allows the transmission to circulate the fluid, and then you can check the temperature. I went through the same process, hopped in the car, started it, shifted back and forth from drive to neutral 6 times fairly quickly, and then the drive light stays on like it did before. Shift to park, and then once that drive light comes on solid while you're in park, it lets you know the temperature on the fluid is where it should be to be tested. So at this point I can take out this plug to drain out any excess fluid. Alright, so I leveled it up, I got the temperature up, doing the same technique, but did want to let you guys know this. If you do check the temperature on the pan comes in at like 97, but interestingly enough, you check the fluid, you're coming in at 102. It did hit like 104 when I checked it just a minute ago, but I wanted to show you guys you are getting a different reading there. I know some people have said use the pan, even checking the fluid coming out compared to the fluid actually in the drip pan there. So I'm going to let that finish up. The other thing I'll show you is make sure the level. So did that. Easiest way to do this, guys, is I've got ramps, and then I left my driver's side door open as I did this, and that way I could look down at the bubble as I was pulling forward to see exactly where I needed to be. Highly recommend chocking the back tires, as you can see back there, just from a safety standpoint.